said this on one podcast, but I feel like right now I'm in the mindset and the spiritual journey I'm on. I really just gotta tell people what it is for what it is, because this is what it is.
Yeah.
I am a multi-platinum cover artist. I have more plaques than most rappers right now that even came out years from like the 90s, 2000s. Most of them people don't even got a lot of plaques of their own music. I have it off of artwork. So respectfully, respect me.
Yeah.
Pay that man.
And
Just pay that
price.
man.
Heat makers, crack music.
Y'all now rockin' with 4 for 100. To keep it real, it's not a chore for beloved. When they say it's up, put it on the floor, they gon' love it. I popped up in all them 4 doors that they covet. All in 2-seaters, cause a few fevers. Got all the ops hot, they wonder why I'm not shot. The way we used to step on them squares like hopscotch. I'm one of them ones that God got, he stops plots. Until the clock stops, we gon' turn it up a notch. They watching the stop clock while we burning up the block. I'm still learning a lot, I son them, let them talk. I'm still letting it slide like I got my son at the park. Cause I know that we could be gunning, running from knocks, but we stop for the lesson. It's positive progression to kick it with the like-minded. Can't spend your life blinded, rewind it, arsonist behind it.
Welcome back, you guys.
Hello. Yeah.
How you feeling today?
We're back.
We back like we never left.
Yeah, back like I stole
Welcome
something.
back, you guys,
How y'all doing today? Everybody?
to another episode of 400.
I don't know what kind of nighttime stuff you on today. But I'm
Oh,
not.
okay.
Y'all been
7 o'clock.
yeah,
7 o'clock,
yeah,
bro.
y'all been spicy before this whole thing started, so I'm not doing
Yo,
that.
you the one that started it.
I'm gonna just go ask you what you was listening to when you were in. I'm gonna ignore your spiciness because you've been trying to hit me with the hot sauce. No, I'm good.
Actually, it was a quiet drive. I didn't listen to absolutely nothing. I just wanted to be in my own silence today, so it's nothing really listening to today.
You talk to yourself while you was going.
You know, actually, I was watching someone
Watching while driving?
Well, you mean listening?
Listen,
Yeah, please.
You don't need no access. Don't do this at home.
Don't
Kids,
do
this
it.
at home.
Trust me, I got a lot of tickets, but yeah. Well, no, I was listening to the episode 6 of Power. Like someone talking about certain little tidbits.
Breakdown?
Yeah, of the episode.
I haven't done a breakdown. And they do breakdowns for Power? I guess they do.
Yeah, of course.
I guess they do. That was like black homework. I hated doing it. I stopped. After the first series was over, I stopped.
Power's amazing show. What was you listening to?
All right,
Kid
cool.
Flvsh?
I didn't even hear what you said.
What was you listening to?
It's all right, brother. It's all right.
First,
What I was listening to on the way over here, I was listening to. I don't want to sound biased, but I was listening to my own music. Yeah.
Okay,
fair enough.
That's
fine.
fine.
New stuff. You listen to your new stuff or your old stuff?
Some new stuff. I produced a song for my brother Hacky. He's my other artist that we're developing right now. I produced the beats for it, but we just did a song called Different State. Fire.
Dope,
Okay.
dope.
Tough.
As you see, that's gonna come up on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
And Stu, what you listen to?
I was listening to Boss Man D-Lo.
Yeah.
I don't, for some reason, I was listening to him today. Like, you know what I mean? I was listening to Boss Man D-Lo more.
Oh, his name just came up too.
Yeah.
You saw why?
No, I didn't see why.
Oh, some girl took advantage of him while he was asleep. Ran off with a bunch of his stuff.
I'll take advantage of that way.
Nah.
Thievery. Okay.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's one of those pricey late nights.
She got
Shouldn't
me.
have left that out. I knew it.
That $200 bill turned into a couple $1,000.
Yeah, he was knocked out asleep, snoring.
He had a bad night.
What would you listen to, Pika?
Oh, so Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne. No,
Classic.
I'm into old school Lil Wayne, but I didn't know was that the Carter 5. Hard.
Oh, you late to the party.
Like it actually made me like, no, it's not. It wasn't a new thought, but okay, he is a lyricist. He is a lyricist.
Wait, you just came up with that in the Carter 5?
Listen, I just found 2 Chainz. I just found 2 Chainz.
Oh, that.
No, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
I did just find 2 Chainz.
All right. Yo, my brother, what was you listening to? So we already know.
I was what? See, that's messed up. I was listening to the
Sexy
new song.
Red?
That was yesterday. I was listening to Boys in the Hood, the Jewels track
Okay.
with
Okay.
Jim Jones and Meek Mill, and Roddy Rebel.
Okay.
Y'all
I
heard,
ain't hear that yet.
Y'all ain't hear it yet?
No.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. I was gonna ask you who had the hardest verse. I was gonna say Roddy.
Oh, you starting trouble. Ooh. Okay. Well, you know what? I'll come join you on that one on the next one.
Yeah.
I'll listen.
I was
to
shocked because he was up there with a bunch of lyricists. So I mean, essentially between
You said a bunch of lyricists.
yeah. With
What was the names you mentioned again?
Jewels, Meek, Jim.
Okay.
Okay.
Those
That's
people.
Those are not those slouches.
They ain't no
Those-
slouches.
those
You
are-
get on the track with them, you gotta be, especially
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean, with Meek or Jewel. Jewel's still.
I could have sworn y'all stuttered when I said Lil Wayne was a lyricist.
No, but
We did.
say
We'll
we
get to
was-
that.
Yeah.
Yo, click it.
You got
Yeah.
it.
All right,
got
everybody,
it.
please hit and like the subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it. We got great content, so please hit the like and subscribe button. There you go. Just hit it. You know
It's
what I
free.
mean? Definitely free.
And you know the saying, if it's free, it's for me.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna start it off. Before we get started, we want to introduce. We got a special guest today.
Yes, we do.
You know what I mean? Behind all your favorite rappers, cover art for their albums and stuff like that, the man
Yeah.
behind that is our friend right here, Kid Flvsh.
Yeah.
What up? Thank you for having
Yeah.
me. I appreciate
Yeah.
y'all.
Yeah.
Question.
Welcome.
Can you run fast though?
I can run fast.
With the name
I'll
like
beat
that.
any rapper in a foot race.
Okay.
Any rapper in the foot
Anyone.
race. That's a very specific avenue.
Well, it's just singers,
Hey.
pop stars.
All of them could get this smoke.
Okay. That's what it is. But I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you said that you started drawing at 10 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at what age did you really get inspired? Because drawing, whatever, you started putting pen to paper. But
Mm-hmm.
when did you really get inspired? Like, what influenced you?
What really inspired me, I feel, is my transition from high school to college, because it was my first time actually being on my own. You know what I'm saying? So I finally got to experience the world as like a individual, not being, you know, under my parents' crib. I was like fully by myself. So now I
He was
just,
enjoying that.
I sure was. I sure that, yeah, that college dorm experience. Was something else.
I don't hear no one clean my room.
No, we ain't hearing none of that. It was just me, myself, and I. You know what I'm saying? And I met my roommate Tyon. Shout out that Tyon. That's my brother. He's the one who actually got me into this whole cover art lane with all these, you know, individuals, rappers that I've been working with. But essentially, though, when we was back in college in those dorm days, I just had my sketchbook and just my ideas and a free crib, so I just let my mind just roam. Whatever I saw, whatever I, you know, encountered in Philly, because I was in Philly at the time, and I was just letting my environment generate the art. You know what I'm saying? And I was just, you know, just in a creative bag, like something different. So that just kind of inspired me to make some of my best, most creative creations, and just being with him and, you know, learning the industry from the behind the scenes side kind of inspired me to kind of move forward with my career and just take it to a higher, you know, plane, and it just shot up from there.
Dope,
So
dope.
this is definitely where I want to ask you. Now, you know, you did a lot of cover art. So give us some of the name of the artists cover art you did.
I did most of my cover art work for Lil Tjay, Sheff G, Sleepy Hollow. I've done a few cover arts for Flip the Narrow, J.I. the Prince, DJ Khaled. I did some animation work with him. I did my first ever cover art for Dave East. So many. Everybody, Fivio Foreign, did some of my biggest work with him. Kid Flvsh.
That's dope.
Shoot, everybody at this point, like anybody that's out the city that's like from the old generation, like Jadakiss, Jim Jones, Papoose.
Papoose too?
Yeah, I did some animated music videos for him, and then I did like a series of like 10 cover arts for him when he was dropping that month by month series.
Yeah.
That was me. I did all the way up until like I think June or July, and then after
Dope.
Well, that's super dope. So this is the next question. I know.
No, you good?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you get in contact with these artists to be able to say, hey, everybody wants you to do their cover art?
So it's a funny story. Like when I did that first cover art for Dave East, I was in college, right? And when I submitted it to them, it made Hypebeast magazine that same day. And from there, I guess everybody saw that post in Hypebeast back in 2017. And from there, people just been DMing me, and you know, the word of my business and my brand kind of spread word of mouth behind the scenes. And now everybody's just DMing me like, yo, I seen you do this, or I seen you do that. I want you to do mine. And then I just kept doing it over the years. The names went from, you know, local to higher level to A-listers. And I'm just like, all right, well, I'm this guy now.
I'm in here now.
I'm the man now. So, yeah. Just
Yeah, so I know you worked on your own, worked on other people's stuff, but I enjoyed watching you even share the clip with us of your own work. So tell us more about that project.
So that project was an animated series called The Flies that I'm working on right now. Season 1 is out now on my YouTube on Kid Flvsh Animation. And season 2 is in the works right now. I'm putting it together. It's a dope project. It's like the Boondocks mixed with A Bug's Life. So it's like hilarious, relatable, and it's just fun overall, you know?
Yeah.
That's super dope.
Boondocks is a classic.
Facts.
Along those lines.
My line of question is more along one of our earlier episodes. We talked about balancing your love life with your work ethic, right? We had a big debate on that. How do you, especially being an artist and putting your thoughts to paper, how do you balance obviously your personal life, not just your love life, but your personal life, being able to deal with your friends and stuff and your art?
Through time management personally, because you know, thank God I'm blessed to have access to my full 24 hours in my day, so I don't really have to work another job and then do this on the side. I just do this all day every day. So I wake up every morning 6 a.m. and start work from there, and then after a certain point of hours that I put into work, I make time for certain things like my lady or friends, or just doing other joint projects with other, you know, associates or colleagues that I'm working with at the moment. And I just kind of like try to divide my day up in like 6 hours per day. So you know, it's 24 hours in a day, so you could have 6 hours 4 times types thing. My bad.
That's all right. I can get one. You get one.
I don't want to demonetize nobody, but yeah, type thing. So like, so from the first 6 hours of my day, I make sure I get all the essentials out of the way. You know what I'm saying? Just things around the house, other little, you know, chores outside of the house I got to do. Then the next set of 6 hours, I'm working. The next 6 hours, I'm just, you know, preparing dinner, chilling with my lady, doing other little things. And then by the nighttime, it's to reset, recoup,
So you
pray,
got 4
and then do it
jobs.
again. Yeah. So it's like, you know, I keep my kind of like a college schedule, or like a you know, school schedule. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got this class at this time period, and then you shift to this one. So that's how I keep everything balanced. I know what I'm doing every single day per hour. So that way I can know, all right, even if I gotta put this on pause to come over here and do this, I know that I'll have the time to make up for it in another shift of the 6 hours. So I just kind of like balance my day like that. And
That's what's up.
That's definitely dope.
Yeah.
So one of my questions is, where do you get your inspiration? Because you know you deal with different artists, right?
Right.
So do they tell you like, yo, this is what I'm looking for, or you just give them something that you feel will fit for them?
I'm not gonna lie, these artists don't never know nothing. They don't know what they want. They don't know how they want it. They just expect you to know what it is. So I've done some of my biggest cover arts not even hearing the song. Like my biggest song to date right now would be City of Gods by Fivio Foreign.
Okay.
I only had 2 hours to do that cover art. I didn't hear the song. I didn't even know that it was all of them on it. I didn't find out until after I submitted the cover art and they ended up using it. You feel what I'm saying?
So what they tell you was
his A&R hit me up and it was like, yo, we got this song, 2 hours. I needed a return. You got me? I'm like, okay. All right. And then he just sent me these 3 emojis. He sent me a snowflake emoji, a teddy bear, and then piano keys. He's like, make something.
Yo.
I'm like, okay. Can I at least just know who's on the song? If you're not even going to tell me the name of the song or let me listen to it.
Right.
He's like, all right, look, I'm supposed to make you sign an NDA, but I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to tell you. And he said, Fivio, Kanye, Alicia. Immediately, I dropped my jaw. I'm like, what? I got 2 hours to do this for who? Kanye ain't no easy person to impress either. You get what I'm saying? So, like, when I did my first 2 drafts, I sent them it. They loved it, but Kanye obviously was giving some pushback. So I did my final draft, which is the one that's out right now. And Fivio actually told me at a later point when I ran into him at a show and told me like, yo, Kanye actually didn't even want to go with that. But he convinced him behind the scenes to push that because that's what he wanted. And it ended up being a cover. They all posted it, including Kanye, and the rest is history. Now that, you know, it's gold. They gave me a gold plaque for it. And, yeah, just chilling.
How often How often do you play with AI?
Ooh, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not a real fan of AI, except for ChatGPT. That's probably the only thing I could give credit to. But everything else, I'm not really for it.
For the art?
Yeah, the art stuff. I feel like it's taken away from what people like me do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a mesh of our type of styles. Because what AI does is scours the internet for people's data, and it doesn't tell the users behind it. So you could go on that art app and then try to generate an image, and it'll steal the data from like an artist like me and a couple other ones based off what you're asking it to do, mesh it into an image, and then generate it as their own. Yeah. So it's really discrediting to artists like myself. So I'm not for it in that. As far as writing and scripts and all that type of stuff like ChatGPT, go crazy. Because, that's writing. That's
Come on, don't get rid of the writers either.
Yeah.
But he's an artist. So
he's like,
I speak for the artist.
Whatever. But not to say it in that sense, but like to say it more so like writers definitely, all people of creative fields definitely matter and should never lose their job to no AI. But what I would say is use it as a tool, not a replacement.
That's what I was asking. Do you ever find yourself, you say you don't play with it at all though?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I was asking if you get inspired.
Because I like to keep my art authentic and 100% from me. So anything that I draw, even if I do reference, like let's say the background in the city or whatever, I'm going to look at it with my naked eye and copy it like detail for detail on paper or digitally, however it's being done. In your vision. In my vision, because now it's not coming from a different source of compiled data to generate an image. It's coming from my brain, my mind. That's the original source. So you can't copy that. You feel me?
So I have a question. I see that you worked at VH1. How did VH1 and Wildin' Out get in contact with you? Because that is a big brain. Like that's huge. So how did VH1 hit and plus how did that work out?
My brother Radio Big Mac. Shout out Radio Big Mac. He's one of the
cast
members.
Radio Big Mac.
So yeah. Me and him have a long relationship of just doing animation work together. He's actually the one who inspired me to do my animations on a bigger scale, because at the time I was just kind of thinking like little surface level, just little shorts and stuff. But then he tasked me with doing animated skit that he voice acted with his brother that we did for a Halloween special. And when we dropped it, it was phenomenal. It was one of the best animations at the time that I've ever produced, and I was so proud of myself. It inspired me. But at the time I was a struggling college kid. I didn't really have it like that. So bro really helped me out. Like he, what I'm saying, I didn't know him from a grain of salt besides just Instagram. Right. And he, being that we have a great relationship, we work together, he helped me out in that sense. He got me a new iPad, and I was able to do even more animations on a quicker time scale. And then it led me to build the foundations to what I have now with the flies and everything going on. So
you drawing with the Apple
iPad, yeah, the Apple iPad Pro, yeah, with the pencil.
Yeah, okay. That really works like that.
No, yeah, it feels like I'm drawing on a pencil and paper, like an actual sketchbook. So it's very kind of crazy how they make it feel so similar.
Yeah, I saw that they drop a shadow on it too. When the pencil's close to the paper, it actually has a shadow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, they get real technical with it, but
Mr. Techie.
But essentially he's the one who kind of like opened that door. It caught wind of Nick Cannon because they did a song on the show called Big Daddy Bounce. And I animated the music video for it. I know that sounded kind of crazy. Pause on that.
Hey,
pause on that.
But Big Daddy Bounce.
But I know, but so, and it was a hilarious song too. So we did the animation for it as a music video. He showed it to Nick, and then when they went on tour the first time, they ended up using it on the tour, like to open the show. Like they showed my animation. I was like, nah, what? So head bust, something I made on my little iPad and computers on tour with Wildin' Out cast. Man, I still can't believe it to this day, bro.
Nah, that's super dope.
Yeah, it is. So shout out Radio Big Mac. Blessings.
What advice you got for somebody younger?
For somebody younger in my same field, or just in general, I would say just be yourself for one. Definitely never let nobody change you and your mindset or your morals. Whatever you want to do or whatever you believe in, stick with your guns.
Sound like something I said.
Keep killing them people.
That in one
If that's what you believe, just keep killing them people.
Exactly.
Salary.
Wait.
Somebody Somebody mute his microphone.
Keep killing him. Just kill him. Okay, all right.
But, yeah, definitely be yourself. Have fun for sure. You know what I'm saying? It's no fun if you ain't doing something that you love. So definitely make sure you passionate and stay humble. Stay humble for sure, because once you start trailblazing in your lane, so to speak, it gets kind of easy for people to stray away from their normal path and it kind of get swell-headed and just get blinded by the material or the stuffs of the world. And you got to always remember to like keep your faith and always make sure that like you put God first for one, and then for two, make sure that you like I said, stay humble, because if you brag and you boast, and that's you just gonna step on your blessings. You know what I'm saying? You don't never want to like cross yourself up. So I would just say stay humble, be yourself, and have fun while you're doing it.
I always thought the saying was, "It ain't no fun if the homies can't have none."
That's also true. That's a very true statement right there. In all regards.
I know we spoke about it off camera, but how do you explain to people without getting into arguments with people about your worth? When people call you like, "Yo, bro, hook me up, hook me up."
My fee's my fee, brother.
That's where my manager Monk comes in. Shout out Iron Monk.
Shout out to Iron Monk for this
Salute,
interview. He
salute.
definitely helped us out with this one.
Facts. So I don't like to deal with people anymore. Because me, I can be honest with myself. You know what I'm saying? And self-aware. I was very much just trying to, what's the proper word? Like, I was trying to be helpful. I thought that me giving a discount or me doing the homie fee or just because we cool, I do it for free or whatever. I thought that was, helping me and benefiting us, because I was just so into the collective, just making the artwork and doing things, that people took advantage of that. So now I don't talk to people. He talk to people. And whatever my price is, if you don't got it, respectfully, I hope you find it somewhere else. I hope they do it as on the level of what I could do or better, because 9 times out of 10 they probably not going to. So either you just
quick jab. You know
what I'm saying?
No shade.
Because and the only reason why I talk like that is because there's people who literally, like some of your favorite rappers, who told me, "Oh, this is what you charging, this is what you doing, I could do the same thing." I had a rapper one time, I'm not gonna name names, but I had a rapper that
Please do. Nah, I'm stopping.
This person was on FaceTime with me, asking me for a cover art. They had to drop urgently, like they always do, have last minute urgencies. Long story short, bro's in the airport and it's like, "Oh, you charging X amount for this cover art? Bro, I could buy an iPad right now and do it." I said, "Go ahead." He thought I was bluffing, so he went and bought that iPad while he was on FaceTime with me. Same exact model, same everything. Guess what happened like a couple hours later after his flight?
Sold it to somebody else.
Nah, he paid him.
He paid me for that. He's like, "Yeah, bro, I can't do that. Bro, you gotta do that." You know what I'm saying? And it's just that's why I talk like this, because it's like, y'all know that people like me, whether it's the artist, whether it's the director of your videos, whether it's the editor, whoever it is, they act like we don't matter or we're not contributing to what they're putting out, what they got going on, when we're just as important to the process as they are. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You cannot upload no song without a cover art. That's a requirement. So people who do what I do are vital to the release of any song ever. The biggest songs you could name, you cannot upload that track without a cover art. So when we charge what we charge, respect it. Because at the end of the day, this is going to make y'all more money than what we charge it. If I charge a flat rate of $1,000, that's not what I charge, but I'm just saying.
You know more.
Right.
It's more.
But for example, say if I charge $1,000 and you put this song out, you're guaranteed making that times 10 of just the release alone, from streaming and all these other little YouTube streams and stuff like that. Then you're going to recoup all this money through the streams, through the merch, through all of the stuff that's bearing my design that you needed to put out this song. So when I'm asking for my price, you're already going to make that on the back end and then some. So don't fight us on the price. Work with us, build with us, because we trying to build with y'all.
Right.
So it's like, why would y'all crumble us and our business and not even tag us? They don't even give us the decency of a tag.
You don't get tagged in most
I don't be getting tagged in nothing. Sometimes I can't even put my logo on the cover art. And then my logo ain't no big, crazy, doofy logo. It's like something nice, clean, that fits with the cover art. Oh yeah, we can't upload it with your logo on it. We want to work for nah.
But I have a question about that. Like, And I just thought about it. So with your art, do you get like a copyright or so? Okay, if they put your cover art on the T-shirt, do you get a piece of that?
Nowadays, yeah, but back then, nah, because I was still learning the business. I didn't know the formalities. I didn't even know I could do these kind of things. I didn't even know I could get plaques for the artwork. I found that out by just stumbling. Right now I got 8 plaques for some of my artwork.
You ain't see it?
Just shot.
Got some platinum plaques.
8. So when I give you a number, 8 plaques.
Like, you know, and people don't really realize, and I never said this on no podcast, but I feel like right now I'm in the mindset and the spiritual journey I'm on. I really just gotta tell people what it is for what it is, because this is what it is.
Yeah.
I am a multi-platinum cover artist. I have more plaques than most rappers right now that even came out years from like the 90s, 2000s. Most of them people don't even got a lot of plaques of their own music. I have it off of artwork. So respectfully, respect me.
Yeah.
Pay that man.
And
just
the
pay that
price.
man.
That's it.
If I charge you 10 bands,
Don't do that.
Well, I'm a reasonable man.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Uncle Sam, chill. Stop.
No, 10 bands?
Just know that it's a
I just said Uncle Sam, and he gonna keep going.
It's definitely reasonable.
Ain't my uncle.
And worth it. Because
still fighting.
you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Yo, I know you said you had the animation series. Do you have any other thing you're working on?
I'm working on music right now. I'm building up my artist. His name is Hacky. We got some music together. I've been producing beats for over like 12 years now, probably 13. And you know, I produced a lot of songs with him. We got 40 songs in the tuck right now.
40 songs
in the last 3 months. I met him like 3-4 months ago, and we got.
So he grinding.
Yeah, As soon as I sent him a beat, like 5-10 minutes later, I get a whole fresh song.
Probably in the studio right now.
Probably, yeah,
like,
right in the crib. You know what I mean? So,
where my beat at, bro? What's going on?
So you know what I'm saying? Shout out my son Hacky. We building music right now. I got some of my own tracks that I've self-produced as well too. So those is coming out real soon. We just planning everything, getting the videos in order. My brother JL shot that. He used to be Pop Smoke's director, you know, rest in peace Pop. He's on board with us as well too to direct videos and stuff. So we got the whole team. We just putting everything together.
Everything set up.
Yeah. So
the groundwork.
Expect this rollout to be something next level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I look
forward to it.
I got a question to ask you, right? Because you know, you had humble beginnings, right?
Absolutely.
Now you in a good place. You got some
Absolutely.
platinum plaques.
Thank God.
8.
Right. So how do your lady handles your newfound success?
I kind of met her while I was in like the height of it.
Oh,
so
okay.
And I'm still. I don't even want to say the height of it. I'm still in the height of it because I'm still climbing and growing every day. But I met her when I was kind of already like far along into it. I was kind of already established. At first, that's actually what kind of like, from what she told me, was kind of stopping her from messing with me at first, because she thought, based off how my page was set up at the time, she thought I was just one of them lady getting dudes that just be like them F boys, you know what I'm saying? Which I ain't gonna lie.
I saw you just went through.
She was right.
I was single, so
right. So don't blame me for when I was single. But at the same time, I wasn't one of them like F boys that was just doing it to do it. I was like, you know, I was in pursuit of the one.
Don't try to make it sound good.
That's a good cleanup. He cleaned up.
Because I was doing it. I was
doing it for the right reasons, though. You know what I'm saying?
I was searching. I found you, boo boo.
Yeah.
I saw your page went through a revamp, right?
Yeah, it did, yeah.
You dropped all your posts. I was like,
yeah.
I said, my man dropped all his gang ties. That's what that was.
You know what that was? That was when your girl have a conversation with you and you like, you know what? I don't want this argument. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this 2017 post.
No, actually, I revamped it because I'm about to be dropping straight The Flies content on there for a little bit, so I can really hype the show up. So just taking it down so you can only just know that.
Yeah, because
right
I was
now,
lurking, and then I saw it was missing.
Why wasn't up there? Why you still good?
They told me he was coming. They told me he was coming a couple weeks ago. I flipped through there, and then I went back to go double check it. I said, "Wait, he went through a revamp."
I had to clean up real quick. She's still in the highlights though. She's in the highlights.
She archives some things. I get it.
We got season 1 of The Fly out right now on YouTube, on your YouTube channel. What's your YouTube channel?
Kid Flvsh Animation.
Okay. And your music, where can we catch any of
the music? is I have some music out already, and so does Hacky. You can check us both out on Apple Music and anywhere you stream music. At Kid Flvsh or at Hacky, and yeah, that's where the music's at. So thanks.
All right.
And when should we expect season 2? Well, we're gonna get through season 1 first.
Yeah, let's get the review. We'll get the review out.
Yeah. So season one's out now, but season 2 is definitely in the works. We got some crazy special guests, some dope legendary comedians in the game on the show.
Really?
So,
Nice. Netflix, hit this man up.
That's the question. So have you been shopping it around?
I've been in talks. I've been in a couple emails, couple meetings. Business? But at the same time,
I ain't saying say the names.
I ain't say with who.
That's HIPAA law.
I don't think you used that right.
That's what you're just trying to sound intelligent.
I didn't say anything. But yeah, I've been in a couple emails. Been in definitely a couple calls and couple talks. My big goal, I ain't get to speak to them yet, but I'm manifesting it and I'm trying to really make it come into fruition. Definitely trying to get with Netflix. I'm trying to shop it to them. Yeah,
yo, that's it. Yo, let's get out there. Everybody click and like and watch that video so we can Netflix and chill while we were doing it. You know what I mean?
Netflix, hit them up, man.
Yeah, actually watch the
pay that man still
before you start chilling.
No. They watch the episode so we get season 2 so we can Netflix and chill and watch the season 2.
Exactly.
All right, cool.
Pay that man.
Hopefully we get through episode 2 before you start doing. What? Check out the popcorn. Flash. Yeah. Appreciate you coming, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks, it's a pleasure having.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All day.
It's a pleasure.
4400 Kid Flvsh.
4400. We out.
We out, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.